What is poppin' YouTube? What is good YouTube? Warstu here with a video on Avengers Endgame, aka Avengers 4. So just like I said, the early reactions, the early reviews are already out for this movie, and the real embargo will lift sometime Tuesday night, so I've been told. So careful for spoilers. They're gonna be absolutely everywhere online in the next 10 to 20 hours, and some companies, some websites will literally tell you what happens in the movie. So if you are not seeing it till the actual, I guess you could say, global release, which is on Friday according to the trailers, be careful when using Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, literally any social media. So if you are new to the channel, make sure to subscribe. We are giving away Endgame tickets. All you got to do is subscribe to the channel and let me know down below what is going on. So as we know, the world premiere was last night and it's had a very good response, just like we thought it would. I don't think there's going to be many bad reviews. We've already done a video going over the early reactions, which most of them were pretty cool, except for one of them implying that the first 2 hours was mediocre. Now, yeah, I get it. I really do get it. Not every scene in Infinity War was epic, but there wasn't any mediocre scenes. So, this is a mild spoiler, but I wouldn't really call it a spoiler because it kind of makes sense. So, everyone's been wondering, are they going to introduce the Fantastic Four? Are they going to introduce X-Men? Are they going to introduce Deadpool? Well, the post-credit scene, the mid-credit scene that everyone always waits for, maybe you should not wait around. What am I saying? Well, at the world premiere last night, there was no post-credit scene or mid-credit scene. Apparently, the cast came on the stage. But what is interesting is I've been talking to a bunch of people who are quite credible, and according to their sources, there is no post-credit scene for this movie. So there's no Wolverine, there's no Galactus, there's no Living Tribunal. Yes, I know these kind of videos have been going around on the internet and YouTube theorizing for the last few months, if not last year. It is sad if this isn't the case, but let's be honest, if this is the end of Infinity Saga, they shouldn't tee up the Cosmic Saga or the next cosmic wave so soon. So apparently, to the source I'm using, there was a montage showing the movies till the current movie instead of a post-credit scene, which is kind of sad, but it realistically does make a lot of sense. Why tee up the next phase when they don't really need to? I mean, everyone's saying it's the end of the Infinity Saga, but is it really? Because Kevin Feige recently just said that Spider-Man Far From Home is the true end of phase 3. So if there is going to be some crazy post-credit scene, then it would make a lot more sense to have this crazy post-credit scene in Spider-Man Far From Home. I know that is distributed and released by Sony Pictures, but it would make a lot more sense to have that post-credit scene for whatever is coming, whether they decide to go down the Galactus or the Doctor Doom or any kind of thing like that. It will make it a lot more sense to do that. So I know this will disappoint a lot of people, but it's not actually a spoiler telling you there is most likely not going to be a post-credit scene. We are using the very reputable @DanRPK from Twitter, who I believe he's a writer for Super Bro Movies. Quite a reliable source. We've used him a long time. He is one of the only few people who I will trust and use as a source. But like I said, it's not really that much of a spoiler to say there is no post-credit scene, which I guess for Marvel fans, it's a little bit kind of like, really? This is something that all the Marvel fans look forward to. But I would still tell you to make sure you take your seats and stay till after the credit. Because although reputable people have told the source I'm using this, there still could be a little surprise after the movie ends. So guys, when should I drop the review, the non-spoiler review? I'm thinking about dropping it on Thursday night because that is when it comes out in England officially. I know there's some screenings on Wednesday night in America and stuff, but I know according to all the advertisement, it's not officially coming out to the 26th, which would be Friday. So I think we should drop the non-spoiler review on either Thursday or Friday. Guys, let me know down below. I am going to do a proper in-depth video about that. I'm trying to get hold, well, not trying to get hold, I'm trying to do a collaboration review with another YouTuber. So if you've got any ideas of who you would like me to review the movie with, maybe we can get it together and maybe we can do that. It would be cool. So the movie is projected to make close, if not over, 1 billion opening weekend. According to most analytical researchers and analysts, I guess you could say, it is projected to make 1 billion opening weekend. Now, a lot of experts are also saying that this movie could hit 3 billion. Obviously, Infinity War is one of the highest grossing movies ever. Obviously, nothing has realistically come close to beating James Cameron's Avatar, and we've still got Avatar 2, which comes out at some point. But what is interesting, it's absolutely everywhere. So let's say it smashes 1 billion in the opening weekend, then 3 billion over the course of 2 to 3 months, which most movies do stay in cinema for, could be possible. At the moment, looking, Avatar has 2.7 billion worldwide, then Titanic 2.1, then Star Wars The Force Awakens, literally just over 2 billion. Then a little bit under that is Avengers Infinity War. So could it smash 2.7 billion based upon how well Avengers Infinity War did with 2 billion, just over 2 billion? Yeah, sure, it could. And you know, for this movie, they spent over 200 million, which is well over the budget that they spent on the marketing campaign for Infinity War, which is around 150 million. Obviously, it's really hard to verify the sources, but the analyst experts are saying online that that was spent. So it's over 60 million more on marketing than the first one. So really, it only has to make an extra $700 million, but can it hit 3 billion? I think if any movie in the 21st century has a chance, this movie could easily hit 3 billion. It really could. Now we have China in play, and they've smashed their pre-sales record with reports from the experts coming out at around 270 million, and that is on its way to becoming Hollywood's biggest earner in Chinese market, which is presumably going to be the biggest powerhouse ever, or if it isn't already. Now, according to a report, the Beijing Times, set to open in China on Wednesday, had already reached 90 million in pre-sales, setting an all-time pre-sale record ahead of Monster Hunt 2 and Avengers Infinity War. So if it kills it in China, this movie easily could hit 3 billion, and it would be pretty cool if it did hit 3 billion, because then the comic book movies would be #1. Now, the Avatar movie has always been seen as the staple movie, but just because the movie makes a bunch of money doesn't make it the best movie ever. So guys, let me know down below, would you be upset if there is no post-credit scene? Also, do you think this movie could realistically hit 3 billion? I really think it could if it does make 1 billion in the opening weekend. The reports are going off the scale. Places like Fandango are reporting that they sold 5 times the number of Infinity War tickets, but that realistically doesn't mean that it's going to make 3 billion, because 3 billion is a crazy number for box office record. It would smash the box office record by over $300 million, and it's going to be very interesting couple of weeks when it does come out, when it comes out officially, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, to see the opening weekend. We will keep you up to date with all the latest and greatest news about this movie for the weeks and months to come, because obviously this movie is going to make money. It's going to make history. It's going to be a big talking point for the next few months. I know this sounds ridiculous, but it really won't be stopping anytime soon, guys, will it? Comment down below what you think about it, because you've got to think about it. People have been talking about this movie for 1 year. So they're not going to stop talking about it just because it's coming out this week. People are still disputing Batman vs. Superman. And people don't even like that movie. People still dispute Batman vs. Superman. So the train is not stopping anytime soon. So it's very interesting. No post-credit scene. I mean, that makes a lot of sense to me, because if they've got no reason to set anything up till after Spider-Man Far From Home. But then again, if the sources I've been speaking to are incorrect, good, because who doesn't love a post-credit scene? You know, we've all been hearing the Galactus in the post-credit scene, Wolverine, X-Men, etc. It'd be so funny, in a way, if there wasn't any post-credit scene. Because as a Marvel fans over the last 10 to 11 years, we've all come accustomed to sitting through the credits to see an epic moment in the mid-credit scene and the post-credit scene. And for there not to be one in this movie would be groundbreaking. It would be astonishing. It'd be something new. Does this mean there's no post-credits ever again? No, I'm only joking. But from what we've been told, there is no post-credit scene, which doesn't make any sense, but it does make an awful lot of sense. So guys, let me know down below. Are you happy about the no post-credit scene if the info is correct? And also, do you think this movie is going to make $3 billion? All your predictions down below, guys. It's going to be a massive year for movies this year, kicking off with Endgame. We've got Detective Pikachu. We've got Dark Phoenix that absolutely every Marvel fan hates. I don't understand why, because Fox made it. So what? Get over it. Everyone loves Deadpool. Fox made that. And we've got stuff like the Joker. We've got Godzilla coming out. So much coolness to come out in the next few months. I really can't wait for Endgame, and I really can't wait for Detective Pikachu. So like always, guys, please like, subscribe, and comment. We are so close to hitting that 70,000 subscribers mark. Remember, it's not how fast you got there, it's how consistent you stay. Anyway, guys, I'll catch you in another video very soon. Catch you later.